Good Saturday evening, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I am your host for today's forecast, Joseph Peterson, and let's go on ahead and talk about your weather for tonight going into Sunday morning. Now, looking at ahead at the radar right now, as you can see, we do have some rainy conditions all throughout the East Coast. We even have some rainy conditions inside of South Carolina, up inside the upstate. So make sure that y'all are aware of that. Rainy conditions all throughout all of places like North Carolina, Virginia, Vermont, places like that. And then we do have a bit of a blob of rain that's coming through Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, all these places as getting rain. And then if we go over to kind of like the Rocky Mountains, we do have some snow over there as well. We also do have some rain over here near the Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Kansas region, and then we do have some rain hitting the Pacific Northwest right now. And we do also have some snow up here in the UP of Michigan. But let's go ahead and talk about South Carolina conditions. South Carolina right now can with cloud cover. We do have some cloud cover, especially in near the Columbia region. And we do have some for the Florence region as well as down near Charleston. But we have a lot of clearing, especially near Beaufort, Hardyville, and Allendale as well. So everyone else has either partly cloudy, or mostly cloudy. We do also have a couple more clearing spots as well near Georgetown as well. So pretty much the Georgetown and the very southern portion of South Carolina is receiving clearing right now. Everyone else cloud cover. Here is our current temperature: 63 in Columbia, 63 in Florence, 62 in Myrtle Beach, 61 in Charleston, 61 in Savannah, 64 in Augusta, 61 in Charlotte, 64 in Fayetteville, and 61 in Wilmington. Down to our south, 60 in Tallahassee, 65 in Gainesville, 67 in Jacksonville, 72 in Orlando, and then to our west, 59 in Atlanta, 57 in Athens, 62 in Macon, 62 in Columbus, 61 in Birmingham, 65 in Jackson, and 70 in New Orleans. And then to our north, 53 in Memphis, 57 in Chattanooga, 57 up there in Greensboro, 64 in Greenville, and 62 in Raleigh. So that is our current temperatures right now. Going on ahead and looking at our minimum temperatures for tonight: 57 in Columbia, 56 in Sumter, 56 in Florence, 56 in Myrtle Beach, same thing, 56 in Charleston, 57 finally in North Augusta. So 56, 57 all throughout the state today for low temperatures. So that's going to be about our low. And look at these wind gusts on this map. As you can see, we do have around 25 to 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts that's going to happen all throughout the state. So definitely be watching out for those breezy conditions. This goes out until tomorrow at 7 p.m. So some breezy conditions is possible tonight going into tomorrow. So definitely watch for that. We do also have our 24-hour precipitation map. As you can see, around 1/10 of an inch in Columbia and Sumter, 2/10 of an inch in North Augusta, and around a half an inch up there in the upstate, with some isolated inch spots closer that you go towards like the very northern upstate as well. So that is that. And you can see that gradient cut. I always like to talk about those because just how interesting they look. You can see we have just like a blue line, and then just south of that, southeast of that, we do have some of those greens start to pop up. Then we do have our HRRR model. This goes around 18 hours out. You can already see those showers popping up in the upstate region. And if as we push this forward, we do have those showers start to continually fall, and that's what's causing all of that, precipitation to build up and cause around an inch and a half, or maybe even half an inch to an inch of rain for the next day or so. And then that's going to push down. This is not even the main system. The main system is going to come on Monday, and we can go ahead and look at the NAM for that one. You can push it forward, and as you can see, there goes those storms. And I mean, look at the flooding concerns that we could have, especially down near the Low Country and the PD region. And this is definitely going to cause a lot of problems. It's going to even cause some storms, especially look up in the upstate. And then that cold front's going to pass us. But we're really watching these storms around early Tuesday morning, going into, early Tuesday morning, late Monday night is when we are expecting those storms to start ramping up. So definitely watch out for storms Monday evening going into Monday night. We even could see some possible thunderstorms on Monday morning as well. So do need to watch out for that. And here is our SPC outlook. We talked about that this morning. If you did not see the video this morning, this is what we talked about. We talked about the slight risk of severe weather for portions of Alabama, the panhandle of Florida, Georgia, and then we do have a little slight risk that comes out towards like Augusta and Beaufort. If you look at the discussion, it says isolated wind damage and a tornado threat will be likely across parts of the southeast on Monday. So really seems like that the main threat for us is going to be damaging winds and tornadoes. No hail is really expected, but of course some small hail could form. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very unlikely that hail will fall. And we do also have our day 2 excessive rainfall outlook that's showing a marginal risk of excessive rainfall for pretty much most of South Carolina, except for the Low Country and the PD region of South Carolina. And then if we go to the day 3 excessive rainfall outlook, which it should show up in a couple of seconds. The day 3, it shows the day 3, it pretty much just shows like a whole bunch of precipitation down near the Low Country and the PD region, which is why we have a marginal risk of excessive rainfall for Monday as well. So that is something that we need to talk about. But there's the day 2. Here is the GFS. Let's go ahead and talk about the future with this. And as we're going ahead and start it off, we're going to go ahead and push this forward. You can see that the GFS really starting to bring that precipitation in at around February the 11th, which is tomorrow at around 7 p.m. We push this forward some more, and that precipitation really starts to get in Monday afternoon. And then we have that snowstorm that's going to happen up there in Pennsylvania and Boston and places like that. But that's going to get out of our hair. We're going to be under a high pressure. And we're going to see a second storm system come in at around February the 17th. This could possibly bring, again, some heavy rain, some gusty winds, and that's all we're wondering about for that one. And then we have a bit of a quiet period. We do have this system right here that potentially could bring some type of severe weather, but not really to us. I think once it passes us, we're just going to receive a couple of showers, and that's about that. And this is La La Land right here anyway, so I mean, after this storm system passed, we have the system on the 17th, and according to the models for right now, it seems like we really don't have anything else to really worry about. We do have that a new atmospheric river that's going to hit California, bring those heavy rain and those gusty winds again to the coast around February the 19th, after they just got hit by one, which is very just unfortunate to hear about. But that's going to about wrap up the forecast. Severe weather on the way, flash flooding, potentially isolated flash flooding on the way, isolated tornadoes, isolated damaging wind gusts on the way. These warmer temperatures are going to stick around for a while, so if you're a fan of that, you have, winter's almost up. Winter will be up next month, and we will be back to spring and then summer. So I'm excited for it. I'm really a summer type person. I don't really do winter like that. Unless it's snowing. If it's snowing, I'll be fine with winter. But if it's not snowing, I really don't care that much about winter. Summer though, it's nice. You can go outside, get some work done outside without, you know, freezing and having to bring these coats. And then you get hot. And then when you walk into the house, it really just starts to get hot. And, all that. Y'all know, I mean, we live in the South. Y'all know how it's like. But thank y'all so much for watching. And I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, for another forecast update.